You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
We had ourselves a pay-per-view last night, Money in the Bank. And today we got to talk about it.
You've activated my trap card.
But before we do, let us get into my socials. You already know. Follow me, RJD underscore 199 on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat, but most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Follow What the Wrestling because we had some good, some bad, and some irritating on Money in the Bank. Let us not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes, tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am your host, RJD, on this very, very hot day in New York City. And we had ourselves a Money in the Bank pay-per-view last night. We're going to get into it and talk about it. Talk about some things I like, some things I didn't like, and the main event, which I hated the fucking main event. Well, I love the main event, but I hated the main event. But anyway, let's get one thing straight.
Nope.
That's for the main event. But like the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, What the Wrestling. We are on a road to 100 subs. I know y'all probably thinking, man, I know people with 100,000. I don't care. You gotta start somewhere, baby. Start off on the bottom. And we're gonna scratch and claw our way to the top. So hit the like button. Y'all already know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's talk about Money in the Bank. First thing, the crowd.
Perfect.
Crowd was perfect. These guys were up all night. They were hyped. They were loud. They were energetic. And I loved it. Good stuff here. Very hot crowd. I'm all for a hot crowd. I really digged the pay-per-view. I thought it was a thumbs-up show as a whole. If you didn't think it was a thumbs-up show, I disagree with you. I think this show was pretty good. It wasn't perfect by any means, but I had very low expectations, and I thought it was thoroughly entertaining for what we saw. So I'm going to say a thumbs-up show. First things first, let's get into the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Raquel Gonzalez, Lacey Evans, Lacey Evans, and Shotzi. This was good, but man, there was a lot of messed up spots in here. Woo!
Stop it. Get some help.
At one point, I really did worry if the ladies were going to hurt themselves, especially Shotzi. There was a point in the match where Shotzi was supposed to run up a ladder. She said, doot doot. She ran up a ladder, fell through it. Then she was supposed to hit the other person. She tried to hit him, but couldn't do that. And there was another spot in the match where she had somebody on her shoulders, but she literally just and fell backwards. Not her fault. Shit happens. So it is what it is. Shout out to Liv Morgan for saving. She saved Lacey Evans. She did a sunset flip off of the top of the ladder. Well, sunset flip off of the top of the ladder, grabbed Lacey Evans. I guess Lacey didn't kind of fall properly, so she kind of held her and then did it. Maybe she saved herself, but there was a botch. Raquel Gonzalez was supposed to pick up a ladder and show her strength, you know, baby, strong arms, but that kind of fell through, and she just couldn't do it, so they like abandoned the spot. But besides that, this was pretty good. Becky Lynch had to dive off the ladder, and she couldn't put Asuka through the ladder because, you know, a lot of these ladies are small and they weigh about 110 pounds soaking wet, which is not a bad thing. It's just a lot of these ladies are small. So she kind of landed like right on her chest and her arm and literally just like bounced off of her, boing, like we were playing Sonic the Hedgehog or some shit. She kind of just bounced off her, and I was just like, whoa, that looked like it sucked. Like for Asuka, that looked like it sucked. But they made it through. At the end, Becky Lynch was on her way up, and the ending was simply fantastic to me. Becky Lynch is up. Liv Morgan puts up another ladder. They go up to the respective top of each ladders. Becky Lynch's ladder is a little bit higher. Becky Lynch topples over Liv Morgan's ladder. She steps on the rope, kicks herself back up with the ladder, knees Becky in the face. Becky falls, and Liv Morgan is your Women in the Bank winner. Miss Women in the Bank, Liv Morgan. I've been saying this for months, that Liv Morgan is just missing something, and she is improved. Liv Morgan is very entertaining to watch. It's not like how it was a couple of years ago where she was like learning how to wrestle. Liv Morgan is good in the ring. She's put on some good matches with Becky Lynch. Liv Morgan is doing her damn thing, and to see her and the outcry of love from AEW to WWE to everyone in the wrestling community just showing love to Liv, you know that she's got a lot of love backstage, and she's been working her ass off, and she deserves to be respected. She is awesome. Shout out to Liv for the win. She deserves it. Next, we had the United States Championship match, Theory versus Bobby Lashley. The crowd really into Bobby Lashley, really hates Theory, and Bobby Lashley wins with the Hurt Lock, clean in the middle of the ring. Theory went for the A-Town down, and he got A-Town reversed into the Hurt Lock, and he got the tap, and Theory tapped, and I thought this was it. I really thought something was going to happen with Theory, and I was right. Unfortunately,
fuck this shit, I'm out.
But it factored into the main event, as we will soon talk about, and they thought it was good, but
Stop the cap.
it was not. Next, we had the Raw Women's Championship match, Bianca Belair versus Carmella. The only thing I remember about this match is Carmella lost. Carmella lost. Solid match, decent match, nothing too crazy, nothing too out of control. But Carmella just lost, as I thought she would. Nothing outrageous. She just lost. That's cool. Moving on.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, she did beat her down after the match. That happened. So, but she still lost. It is what it is. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match on the line. The Usos versus the Street Profits. All I could say about this.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This was exceptional. They started off slow. They got about 20 to thinking they got 23 or 25 minutes. They started off slow. They built it. It got hot at the end when Tez made a comeback. Dawkins came in, ran wild. Everybody was on the outside. Tez literally jumped over the barricade, over the podium, the pole. He jumped over the turnbuckle and the pole, cleared both of them, hit everybody, shook the camera. He was like, yeah, yeah. So he shook everything. He got a little crazy, and then they hit. He hit the spinning neck breaker, hit the frog splash for a 2.999 count. But shortly after, the Usos fought back and ultimately hit the 1D for the win. But wait, there's more.
Stop the cap.
Apparently, Montez's shoulder was up, so he didn't really lose. So effectively, this feud is going to continue. Perfect. And the Street Profits now have a claim that they should get another title shot, which they will probably get at SummerSlam. Perfect. And if they lose there, maybe that's when Montez or Dawkins goes heel, and then it's the end of the Street Profits. But I will say that this match was the match of the night for me. This match was exceptional. These teams have great chemistry. Given the time to tell a great story, they told a great story, and it just is a shame that they have to fight every single week, one variation of the two teams, instead of just giving them something for them to sink their teeth into. But I think it's coming. I think a heel turn might be coming. I think they teased Ascension for a reason, and I think the Street Profits are awesome. Don't think they're winning the titles though at SummerSlam, but we shall see. Smackdown Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Natalya. This was okay. This was a match, nothing too crazy. Ronda Rousey did do a Shawn Michaels pose while doing the sharpshooter. Listen, as for that,
Get the fuck out of here!
blasphemous. But other than that, this was a good match, and Ronda got the win, as we all expected. They traded submissions at the end, but at the end, Rousey finally got the armbar, and Natalya had to tap. Now, the story of this match was Ronda's knee. She had gotten kicked in it by Natalya, and Natalya worked over her knee. That would play into what we saw next, because what we saw next was,
Surprise, motherfucker.
we saw a running Liv Morgan, and she was running full steam ahead, sprinting down to the front, jumping into the ring, cashing in her Money in the Bank. My exact words on Twitter were, "No, Liv, please don't do it." Go back and look at my tweets. I'm calling it out. I'm calling it out.
Nope.
Stupid.
I was like, "You're stupid. She's gonna beat you, and you're not gonna cash in." And as soon as she jumped in, she got hit in the ankle lock. Ronda's on one leg trying to secure this ankle lock. Liv Morgan's fighting out. Crowd is hot for this. But Liv kicks her in the leg and then rolls her up with a deep stack, a la the ring General Walter. Deep stack, and Ronda gets pinned. And we have ourselves a new SmackDown Women's Champion, and it is Liv Morgan. That was awesome. After the match, Ronda looks at her and says, "You know what?" And she hands her the title, gives her a hug, and limps out. So maybe we're looking at Ronda and Liv Morgan at SummerSlam, which is weird because I didn't think that would be the match. But you know what? That's the match, maybe. Good for Liv. I hope Liv finds a way to win. I hope Liv finds a way to actually defend the title once or twice before SummerSlam. The problem with that is WWE, when it comes to baby faces,
Shots fired! Shots fired!
they don't always do a good job booking baby faces. But happy for Liv Morgan. 2 times in one night. Awesome stuff. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins versus Riddle versus Sami Zayn versus Matt Moss versus Sheamus versus Omos. Who is the mystery opponent to be the 8th member?
Surprise, motherfucker.
It's Theory.
Get the fuck out of here!
So Theory loses his US title shot, and an hour and a half later, he gets a shot to be Money in the Bank winner for 2022 for no other reason than he's liked by Vince.
Emotional damage.
This was stupid. This made no sense. I didn't like the fact that Theory got into this match. Listen, they're pushing the guy. It is what it is. They love Theory. I don't think Theory's bad. I like Theory too. He definitely reminds me of a young Cena for sure. Body type. Don't know if he's as charismatic as John Cena, but it remains to be seen. But I don't like the fact that there were so many other things you could have done with this match, and for you to just give it to Theory just because Vince McMahon likes him, like, there's no other explanation outside of you're a loser tonight. You already lost your title. Why would you then insert him into this title match? Into this Money in the Bank match. I don't know, but that's what they did. Early on, everybody had to fight off Omos because he destroyed everybody. Omos in this match. I don't know about that. McIntyre broke it up with a Claymore. They then had to fight off Omos again later on in the match, and they seven-way powerbombed this dude through the announce table, which effectively took him out of the match. Before that, they threw a bunch of ladders on him, which effectively took him out of the match for like 10 minutes. And then he came back and beat everybody else up. And then they eventually turned on him to throw him onto the announce table. So that was fun. Now, moving on. This match was great. We had Riddle hit Rollins with a super RKO off the top of a ladder. That was spectacular. I saw that and I jumped out of my seat. I was like, I hope nobody's dead. This is awesome. So this was great. The victory almost went to Riddle, but at the end, the Theory came in the last moment and got the briefcase, knocking Riddle very anticlimactically, I might add, off of the ladder. So Theory is your Money in the Bank men's winner 2022. I hated this because it gave away the finish of the match. Why would you enter Theory into this match if he was not going to win it? That's why it was very, very apparent that Riddle was not going to win, which sucks because I wanted Riddle to win and not Theory, but we can't always have what we want. So that sucks.
Stop it. Get some help.
They got me.
Gotcha, bitch.
But I really wanted Theory to win. I really wanted Riddle to win, or Seth, or anybody else besides Theory. But it is what it is. Theory is probably going to be your new champ. He's probably going to cash in and win. Hopefully he cashes in and loses. But we'll see what happens. But that is your Money in the Bank. I did not agree with putting Theory in the main event, but I will say that this was a thumbs up show no matter how you slice it. This show was good. It was very good. And I'm happy I watched it. It was very entertaining, and I'm super happy for Liv Morgan because she's been hustling. And you know what? Hopefully this awards her some more bread, and that's it, man. All I can say. Wrong button.
But did you die?
Nope, nobody died on this show. Thank the Lord. So thank God for that happening. Everybody's okay, I believe, coming out of this show. And that is your Money in the Bank review. So catch me tomorrow, Independence Day, for a little bit of news in the morning. Catch me on Tuesday for the Monday Night Raw review. Monday Night Raw, you hear me? Monday Night Raw.
Stupid.
For the Monday Night Raw review. Catch my socials right now because they're coming up.
Stupid.
Listen, I gotta hit the button on everybody. You have my socials right there. You have everything you need. Hit that like button, please. Thank you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I am out of here. Everybody stay in AC, stay cool, stay hot, stay sexy. I'm out. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.